Do you believe that your salary is excessive?
Please excuse me. Linda, with all due respect, why are you bringing up my salary?
I only now realize this. You did not attend a reputable college.
True, I didn't attend a prestigious university, but I went and... Why, is there something wrong with that?
So you went to a bad college and earned a poor education? I believe you are overestimating your abilities, and now you have a management position at this company.
My education was excellent. It's also irrelevant. That was a long time ago for me. I've already been the manager at this organization for 10 years.
However, you only attended college for 3 years. Given all of this, it's odd that we pay you such a high income.
True, I did not attend a prestigious university and dropped out after 3 years. However, before joining this company, I went back and graduated. I also believe that in the 10 years I've worked here, I've already demonstrated my ability. I'm not sure where all this is coming from. To be honest, I don't appreciate how you're speaking to me after all of the time and effort I've put in to assist the company.
So I believe we have been overly generous to you. Your experience consists of only 10 minutes of pitiful office drudgery.
That's an exaggeration. I worked really hard to get to this position. To be exact, 7 years. And I believe that in the 3 years I've been doing it, I've proven to the corporation that I am fully capable of managing the IT department. As I already stated, I've been here for 10 years and have performed admirably in my position. James appointed me to this position, and I believe my present wage is reasonable, given that I am in charge of more sophisticated work.
You're exaggerating your own worth. Do you truly believe that what you do is amazing? Have you thought about it?
What? I was simply attempting to explain myself because you were interrogating me.
Because of your position in this organization, I believe you have formed a superiority complex. But I have a solution. Because your educational background and upbringing demonstrate that you are unfit for this position, I would prefer my son Galvin to take over. What do you think about that? He has a far superior education to you.
Galvin? I'm not convinced he'd be up to the task. He just finished college, didn't he? My position takes a lot of experience, and I don't believe he is prepared for it.
Please excuse me. I know my son is far more competent of performing your duties than you are. You have no right to speak to me in that manner. Do you even know to whom you're speaking? I'm the president's wife.
Yes, I recognize you. I was only attempting to be honest with you about my experience and expertise of the type of work I do. I know your son has an excellent education and has only been working here for 3 months. In dealing with clients, his position is typical of that of an office worker. On the other side, I deal with and build complex code, as well as program various objects. All I'm saying is that these occupations are completely different. He would be difficult to work with.
It would be more preferable if you did not work here.
What? What?
You don't appear to be thinking clearly about what Galvin is capable of. Furthermore, he is young and new here. He is deserving of a top position. You're merely taking up this space and getting in his way. I believe it is past time for you to depart and give someone else an opportunity.
Give another person a chance. That's not how it works.
It doesn't matter if that's not how it works. I'm in charge here. Oh, I had the most brilliant idea. Please keep it in mind.
I'm not looking forward to anything you have planned for me after this chat. You're just making me feel uneasy. What does this all mean?
Things are about to change drastically around here. Thank you for your time and effort, but I'll take over from here.
Huh, Galvin. What exactly is going on?
Have you heard the news yet? I suppose I spoke too much. It's probably best if you don't hear it from me. Or should I say something to you? Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't.
What precisely do you mean? Why are you behaving in this manner? Please speak up if you have something to say.
But I also believe it would be strange if I were the one to inform you. In any case, don't you believe I should be in charge here? Your education level is significantly below mine, so I believe it would be common sense.
Sorry, but I have to disagree. I have 10 years more experience working at this company than you have. You've only recently begun working here and are just out of college.
However, I am the president's son.
Yes, I recognize that. In the workplace, you must still follow the rules. You do not have direct authority to any job position simply because you are the president's son. You, like everyone else, require appropriate experience and qualifications. To take on a role like mine, you must work your way up and demonstrate your ability. After all, your current job is very different from mine at this organization. It would be quite difficult for you to take over my position unexpectedly.
You're really annoying. I'm not concerned with following the rules, working my way up, or gaining experience. I'll get what I want if I want it. You keep telling me I need to do this or that, but I don't care. I can do whatever I want.
I'm just suggesting that with your current level of experience, you won't be able to comprehend my work. You also don't know how to manage things properly, based on the way you speak to me. You've been quite disrespectful. I would be delighted to assist you and teach you my work, and if you work hard enough, you could be qualified for my position in a few years.
No, I shouldn't have to be taught by someone like you. I don't have the patience for that. It doesn't really matter. Things will be over soon for you.
What exactly do you mean? You keep saying odd things.
Everything will become clear to you tomorrow. You haven't heard from me. Anyway, thank you for all of your efforts. It is really appreciated by the company.
I'm not sure what the point of this conversation is, but I'll just have to wait till tomorrow to find out. I'm too busy right now to keep messaging. For the time being, say goodbye. Linda, what happened to the notice you left me?
What did you notice?
Please don't make fun of me. What do you mean I've been fired? Is James aware of what's going on?
Isn't I his wife? It makes no difference whether he or I fire you. It's all the same.
James is presently on business. And do you believe it is appropriate for you to manage significant corporate decisions on your own? He was the one who appointed me to this position. I believe you should have first spoken with him.
You are a nightmare to deal with. Who do you think you are? What you say is irrelevant. I am the one with decision-making authority. Take your valuables and depart if you comprehend what is going on. Starting tomorrow, don't come back.
I understand why you want to fire me. You care about your son and want the best for him. However, you continue to treat him and give him things he does not deserve, and it is beginning to reflect in his personality.
That is not how you talk about my son. I fired you, so that's the end of the tale.
Are you certain you want to go ahead with this? He won't be able to accomplish my work, which will pose huge problems for the company. He has only 3 months of typical office work experience.
What's the point? I've determined he's more than qualified for your post. Please be an adult and accept the current situation.
Are you sure? My job is quite difficult.
Just get up and go. I'm tired of squandering business funds on you.
What?
You are unqualified for this position. Galvin has a more formal education. It makes no difference to me how long you've been here. To summarize, you are ignorant and have an immature approach to life. Galvin will handle the rest.
After hearing how you and your son have spoken to me, I believe I have acted maturely with you. And do you truly believe I'm a squandering of business funds? You have no idea how difficult my job is or how much time I've devoted to assisting the company.
I don't care. Galvin will start as the new manager and programmer of the IT department tomorrow. We don't need you anymore. You've remained 10 years too long. You've been fired.
I get it. I'll go.
Good. Will you disappear?
Already finished. Before I go, I'd just like to let you know that I'm now working on a large project. If this project fails, the corporation will suffer a severe financial damage. Do you really want me to stop and leave right now? It's your last opportunity. Galvin will be unable to complete this project. If I quit now, he will be held accountable for the company's demise. Is that something you truly desire?
I don't give a damn. He can handle it, leave and never return. You are a waste of time and money. Get out right now.
Understood. Keep in mind what I stated. Don't tell me you weren't warned.
Victor, hello? Do you think you'll be able to come to work today?
What?
You see, the last few days have been challenging. My hubby is also returning early from his trip. If he doesn't see you, I think he'll be upset. We've also been quite busy and require some additional assistance. So, could you kindly return beginning tomorrow?
However, you fired me. You want me to return? You truly enjoy bossing people about, don't you?
Please do not be impolite. Remember, I'm James' wife.
Yes, of course. As a result, James is returning early. I thought he was going to be gone for much longer. What is his reason for returning so soon?
It's because a lot has transpired while you've been gone. It's too complicated to explain. Please return. We can go through everything in further detail tomorrow.
I will not return.
Why not?
You and your son were both extremely disrespectful to me before firing me.
But I have granted you permission to return. You are no longer fired. It makes no difference. Simply come in tomorrow morning and we'll discuss.
I have no desire to return.
What? Why?
It was your fault that I was fired in the first place. You're concerned because James is returning early and things are falling apart. You won't let me return so that I may accept responsibility and attempt to repair everything.
That's correct. That is why I need you to return. I'm not going to keep the reason why I need you back at work hidden from you. So pay attention to your boss and return first thing tomorrow morning.
No, you are not my boss.
What? What?
Even if I wanted to, it is actually impossible for me to return. I'm currently on vacation in Europe.
Are you on vacation?
I've been worried about not having a job until now. I'd been working for so long that I'd forgotten what it was like to take a break. I resolved to take the money I had saved and treat myself to a well-deserved holiday. I've learned to relax again thanks to you. I hate just thinking about going back into that office. Thank you for bringing to light my self-worth and the extent to which I've been overworking myself.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm claiming that I am deserving of better. I'm looking for fresh career opportunities. I'm thinking about applying for a remote job in computer engineering. I'm considering applying for a remote job in computer engineering. I'll never have to worry about folks like you in an office again. Thank you for assisting me in realizing that I can improve my life.
Please tell me you're kidding. You've got to be kidding me. Do you not wish to return? You're in a fantastic situation.
No, I'm not returning. So, how about Galvin? I assumed he had taken over my role.
Why do you bring him up? Galvin is a genius who is doing well.
He certainly is. Then you should have no cause to beg me to return. If he's doing such a terrific job, there's nothing I can do to help the company.
Simply come back. My hubby will be disappointed that you've left. Galvin is intelligent, yet he still makes mistakes from time to time.
Exactly how I predicted. He just knows how to deal with clients in regular office work, as I told you. I'm sure the previous project failed because of him, and you need me to return and assist the company before James finds out, right?
How did you find out about it?
I didn't. It's obvious since I know my work better than everyone else at the company. I also know what your son is capable of, so this result is not surprising.
What is your problem?
I just knew Galvin couldn't handle this. I'm not implying he's stupid. I'm simply stating that his talents lay elsewhere. This is what occurs when you attempt to intervene in a situation about which you have no expertise. Galvin should stay to general office work and advance to department manager. He has a degree in social sciences, thus dealing with clients is his forte.
So what? He is still fantastic. What's the issue?
I'm not suggesting it's an issue or that it's not an incredible achievement. It merely goes to show that he is incapable of doing my job. You cannot be a programmer if you only have a social science education. You'll need a degree in computer engineering. But that doesn't matter now, since what's done is done. You weren't really paying attention to my reasoning anyway. Your son should also focus on his demeanor. He should not speak to clients in the manner in which he spoke to me. Because I'm not returning, your priority should be finding someone suited for my position right now.
I am paying attention to you.
You clearly did not listen well enough, as evidenced by your current situation. Your activities have caused the company's current issues. You lack the authority and knowledge to effect change in the organization. You no longer have somebody in charge of the IT department, because this is your fault. You must behave like an adult and bear the consequences of your actions.
Don't speak to me in that way. Please come back. I'm confident we can come to an agreement. I'll give you 2 days to think about it. Would you please do so? I'm sure I can find a reason to convince my husband to give you some extra time.
I already said no.
Is it really so difficult to persuade you to return?
Yes, I don't want to cope with the shambles you've created at work. In addition, I'd like to hunt for better remote work. I'm also taking use of my vacation, which I didn't have time for while working for your company.
Then I can make your work a remote one. Please save the company. I'm willing to do anything.
That would not be possible. My job is far too complicated to be done remotely. I must regularly communicate with my team members and visit various divisions inside the company to resolve concerns. It would be difficult to set up as a remote. There's nothing you can do to persuade me.
I will do everything. I'm so desperate that I'll even pay you to return.
You have no options. I am never returning. I don't want to work for somebody who has never treated me with respect as an employee. It's becoming tiresome to talk to you. I'm making an effort to enjoy my vacation. Please do not contact me ever again. I will now block you. Oh, and please wish Galvin luck. He'll need it. One of my previous teammates informed me that James returned from his business vacation not long after that. It didn't take him long to discover that I was no longer employed there. He became enraged after Linda recounted everything to him. He then made certain that Linda and Galvin had no further involvement with the company. Galvin was forced to find another employment, and Linda was no longer able to communicate with the company or its employees. Linda's regrets, I'm sure, began almost immediately. Without a net manager, the company continued to lose money and was in a financial bind. This generated further problems between Linda and her husband, and their marriage ended in divorce. On the other side, I'm glad I got dismissed from the company. Not only was I able to enjoy a lovely vacation, but I'm now working a remote engineering job that I'm enthusiastic about and earning significantly more money than I did previously.
Hi there, Nancy. I have something to ask you.
Yeah, okay. What seems so serious?
Have you seen my Celine bag? I can't find it. It's been gone for a whole week. You were the only person coming to my house recently.
I'm not sure what you mean. You keep losing your personal belongings.
No, I saw you with my bag in the photo you posted on social media yesterday, so I was wondering. I have my ID cards, credit cards, cash, and lipstick inside the bag. And now it's all disappeared.
Oh, that one?
That one. I only have one Celine bag, and it has all my things inside it.
I remember you told me you would give me that bag last week, so I took it and forgot to tell you.
Huh. Did I tell you that? No way. It's the most expensive bag of mine. I cannot give you that one.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's pretend that I borrowed it for a while, okay?
Borrow? Why do I have to lend you such an expensive bag?
I barely borrow your stuff, Emily. Not only that, I'm your sister. You keep losing your stuff. So let me look after this bag for you for a while.
I don't care what you gonna do. Return the bag to me immediately. If not, you will regret doing so.
Are you threatening me?
It's ridiculous. Let me see what you will do.
Emily, I have some errands to run. Goodbye.
Dude, what are you doing?
Hey, babe. I'm at home. What happened?
Nancy took my Celine bag. It had all my stuff inside.
The white bag that you often bring to work, right?
Yeah, that is.
You've been searching for all morning. I saw an advertisement for a bag like yours, but it was second-hand.
When did you see it?
2 days ago, while I was surfing on Facebook.
Do you remember the name of the page?
No, I can't remember. I didn't look closely because you already had that bag, so I didn't think of buying another one.
That's odd. And kind of interesting. Okay, can you investigate this for me?
Are you taking use of my job status?
No, I'm not, baby.
I'm just kidding. I'll help you in this case.
Thank you, my sweetheart.
I'll do anything for you, my sweetie.
That made me so touched.
I'll let you know what I discover anything.
Okay, we'll chat later.
I'll send you the website via email.
I'll go check now. Thanks. 20 minutes later. Dylan, I have surprising news to tell you.
I'm working right now.
I understand, but please, listen up. All those things on the Facebook page were actually my items.
So what do you think? Your bag disappeared, and it's now on the fan page of a secondhand store.
I hope it's not what I think. It seems like someone is taking my stuff and selling them online.
I'll try to gather more evidence for you.
I have an idea for that. You can return to work.
Are you sure?
Yes, go ahead then.
All right, then. I'll talk to you later.
1 day later. You need to explain something to me.
What's wrong, Emily?
Why were you at my house?
Huh? I don't know what you're saying. I was at work.
That's strange because I called your workplace last week and they said they don't have any staff. With your name. Didn't you say you work at the Starbucks coffee on Wall Street?
Why did you call my workplace?
I couldn't contact you by either text or call. This is the only way to find you.
You don't respect my right to privacy. Unless you stop, I'll tell Mom.
Tell her what? You've been lying to both of us about your job. Or you told her that you broke into my house without permission.
Hold on. How did you find out I was in your house?
I set up cameras in my house. Is there anything else you are lying to me?
Mom told me to bring you some food. You're making things difficult. Can you take the cameras down when I come over? They make me feel uncomfortable.
Whatever, Nancy.
I passed by to fill your refrigerator. I only lied about my job because I'm embarrassed about my real job.
We wouldn't make fun of you or anything. At least you should tell me and Mom what you are doing. We are family.
I'm not confident enough to say it right now. Can I tell you later?
Anything you choose. I'd be thankful if you didn't lie to me anymore. Or at least don't do it to Mom.
Sure, I understand.
1 day later.
Emily, have you had dinner yet?
Not yet. Dylan, I've been really upset.
What happened?
I couldn't find my laptop, watches, some jewelry, and even my cosmetics. The diamond bracelet that my late father gave me is also missing.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Did you check the cameras?
The cameras broke down yesterday, and I haven't called anyone to fix it yet.
Did Nancy actually visit?
No, I had to finish some tasks and returned home late. Then I came home, found all my belongings missing, and told her to come by another day.
I'll be heading back home.
This is the reason I didn't inform you earlier. Please remain at your workplace. Please notify me if you have any additional information.
Okay, I will.
It's bad news, right? I couldn't have dinner with you? You always offer me food to calm me down. I'm so grateful for that.
No, Emily, that's my pleasure. I just rechecked the page, and your bracelet is up for sale now. It's sold at $5,000.
What? I can't believe this is happening.
By the way, I investigated and found that the person who created that page was Vincent.
Vincent, my sister's boyfriend?
That's right, but I don't think Vincent was the one behind this.
I agree. Vincent has a stable income, so he has no reason to do that.
Has Vincent ever personally shared that with you?
He hasn't yet.
Do you know where Nancy is living?
She moved out of my mom's house 6 months ago. Even Mom didn't know where Nancy was living at the moment.
Nancy might have relocated to live with Vincent without informing you.
That makes sense. But Nancy hid even that from both me and our mom. I just don't understand why.
Well, what are you going to do next?
I'll repurchase everything that was stolen. At any cost.
The bracelet is up to $5,000, babe.
That's fine, Dylan. I won't let that bracelet fall into someone else's hands.
I'm a police officer. We can resolve this in the proper way.
No, thanks.
Don't waste your money on this.
No, it's already done.
You're so stubborn.
You don't like my stubbornness, do you?
Unfortunately, I love everything about you.
Thank you, sweetheart. I'm so proud of you.
Do you want to eat something now?
I'm craving seafood.
Great. I'll pick you up and let's go eat seafood.
Okay, I'll wait for you. The next day.
What the hell did you do? It is unacceptable.
Why do you get angry with me?
Vincent told me what you did.
So what? You didn't tell me you were living with him?
Why would you even go to his apartment? You went there and told him about all the stuff you lost. You kept losing your things, and now you blame me for everything?
I knew the Facebook page on which you sold my items. One of you manages that fan page, and I don't think it's Vincent.
You're saying a lot of nonsense. I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure which page you're talking about. I've never seen a page like that. I don't want to tell you anything more. Good night.
The stolen bracelet was from our dad. He left it for me as a wedding gift. You don't even care.
It's none of my business. You should apologize to Vincent for bothering him about your made-up story. And don't come by his department again.
Dylan! Actually, I think I know who the thief is.
You knew. You just didn't want to believe it.
I can't believe my sister has stolen my stuff.
I know she's your sister, but she needs to learn how to behave.
You're correct. That's why I always give her a chance to apologize to me. But she did not. I'm so disappointed right now.
Okay, let's calm down, Emily.
To get someone arrested, you need strong evidence, right?
Yes, but just having a Facebook page account isn't sufficient.
All right, see you later.
Let me know anytime you need.
Is this Nancy's boyfriend?
Yes. Who are you?
Hey, Vincent. It's Emily. Sorry for bothering you earlier. But now I need your favor. Can you please help me?
What's wrong, Emily?
Promise not to share with Nancy, okay? It's a surprise gift.
Oh, I see. What do you need?
Do you know where her laptop is?
What do you need her laptop for?
Well, my mother bought that laptop for both of us. There are many photos of our family in there. I want to print them out and make them a gift for Nancy.
Oh, I got it. Is that the pink one?
I don't know. Wait, yes. Sure, please send it to my house. If she wants it, don't say anything to her.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you, Vincent.
You're welcome.
1 hour later. I have the laptop.
How did you get it? Vincent sent it to you, didn't he?
Yes, he did. By the way, will you come home earlier tonight?
Of course.
Okay, I'd like to discuss a few things with you when you return home. I'm staying at your house. I also have another question.
What's that?
Can we hold her responsible if I can prove she broke into my home and took my things?
That's definitely enough evidence. Are you going to file her a charge?
Not sure. What she did was really bad, but it would be too hard on my mom if she knew everything. I also feel sorry for her.
You're very kind, Emily.
Whatever. Nancy. I must get my car repaired tomorrow, so I'll be home late. Don't pass by my house.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, I also need to buy a safe.
Safe? For what?
Dylan just gave me a bunch of jewelry, but I have yet to use them, so I'll buy a safe to store them. I temporarily store them in my dressing table drawer.
Hopefully, those items are in a safe place.
The next day.
I hate you. You tricked me.
I didn't do anything wrong. How did I trick you?
You lied about the jewelry.
No, I did not. That jewelry is in the dressing table drawer, but at our mother's house. What did you find?
Nothing. There was no jewelry in the dressing table drawer. Dylan was standing behind me when I was in your room.
You caused this. Why did you steal things from your own sister?
Quit pretending to be the victim.
So, I guess you won't say sorry.
I won't. I might be sentenced to prison because of what you did. I'm your sister. How could you do this?
I do love you, but seriously, you make me disappointed.
If you loved me, you wouldn't let me live in such poverty. You didn't even care for me when I couldn't find a job. And I couldn't tell you about my job because I was afraid you and Mom would look down on me.
No, Nancy, we will not do that. You should have shared with me all your difficulties. I could somehow support you. You broke into my house and took my stuff many times, and then you sold them to get money? This is not to mention you took the bracelet that Dad gave me. You stole things rather than working hard for them. Nancy, that is not acceptable. You have to fix things on your own.
We made her tell us all about the robberies. She's been doing it for half of a year and sending your stuff to customers.
That means I might not get my things back. Do you know what her real job is?
Online selling. She wrote this on the form. Vincent also supported her financially. I'll have to ask her about that.
I'm really upset to hear this. I feel betrayed and stupid for not realizing it earlier. I feel really foolish.
Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault.
I know. I need to calm down. I won't be able to face her for a while.
She should be appreciative that you're not pressing charges. You're really kind-hearted. If something like this happened to me, I'd put them in prison immediately. She also told me where she put your things. I will get them in 1 hour later.
Where are they?
They're hidden in Vincent's apartment.
It's obvious. I feel sorry for Vincent. Hopefully he finds someone else soon. Thanks for helping me, Dylan. I'm so proud of you.
Don't mention it, my dear.
I love you.
I love you too. I have to go now, but do you want to go on a date tonight?
How can I say no to you?
You are always kind and cute. That's why I love you.
Thank you. See you tonight.
Okay, see you later.
I didn't press charges, so Nancy'll stay in jail for around a month. Dylan helped me to take back all the items I lost. He also found a box with the bracelet I bought from a website. It was going to be sent to the post office for shipping. To make things right, Nancy had to give me $5,000. Her boyfriend Vincent also broke up with her because he didn't want to be involved in anything illegal.
Hey, what are you doing now?
Huh? Sorry, but who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. I never thought T would text you like this. You're Nick's girlfriend now, right?
Oh, hi there. Yes, I am. So who are you?
Oh, you don't know about me? Your husband never talk about me then? I guess he must have told you about me already. I'm the one that's being rumored about.
Rumor? I never heard that before. I think it's definitely not anything positive about you. But what's going on with you and why are you text me like this?
I am Nick's ex-girlfriend. You know, after work, he usually texts to me and said he regretted breaking up with me in THR first place. I already know that, haha. I and Nick come to some old place we have visited before. And everyone started talking about us because he now have a wife, that's you.
Oh, what a pity. Why don't you feel bad?
What? Why I feel bad, I just do what my heart said to me. There's no need to talk about that kind of stuff behind my back.
Did you really think they talk about you in a positive way?
Oh, sorry, but I don't care about that.
I think that you would still his girlfriend if he thought positively about you.
There is a only way to talk about me that I am really the perfect woman. I think that these guys will feel very lucky if they had me as his girlfriend.
Oh, but why you texted me like this? Just announce me about the things that you and Nick still contacted.
Haha, I think that you are intelligent, but I am wrong. You're so stupid though. Do you even realize why I am able to contact you like this? It can only mean one thing. Have you noticed it already?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Oh, come on. You made things seem not interesting. You're so boring that I can understand Nick always meets me after work. Try taking a guess. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what's happening.
I'm sorry, but what are you trying to FO here? It makes me no sense.
Oh, I feel so sorry for Nick that he married an idiot like you. You really are Linda Blunt, aren't you? Nick told me about your contact details, so I managed to contact you. It means that he still has feelings for me. He still keeps in contact with me even after breaking up.
Oh, so you think you are a good person? You know, Nick talked to me about you yesterday. He wasn't talking very positive about you. He actually sounded pretty scared of you.
Wait. What? I'm so happy to hear that. I can't believe that he's talking about me so much. That must mean he can't get me out of his head. Does that mean he wants to get me back at his life? That's the reality. I would love to get back together with him. I really think that we were the best couple at the university. You know you just the person who met him after me, and you stole him from me. So I will make everything back and get him back to me.
How do you even come to a conclusion like that?
Haha, of course a loser doesn't want to lose, right? So you don't want to hear this news from me, I can understand, haha. It was just a mistake of me when I suddenly tell you about this.
A mistake? Whatever. It sounded like you intentionally said all that to scare me. You're just kind of person that I imagined you to be. I know that you can't take him from me. Even I do nothing, but I want to warn you that you will soon regret.
Oh, I won't be, I am sure about that. He must be really love me because he take me to his workplace too. I had no idea he liked me that much.
You're a strange person. I can't understand how a person like you can work at a regular company.
But I don't really care about your opinion though. I want to ask that when are you going to break up with my Nick? I want to get back to him as soon as possible. I am sorry, I mean that when you will divorce with him. That will be a chance for me.
Why I have answered that question from you? Even if we are willing to divorced. You can just do whatever you nat, but remember that don't bother me anymore. Go and try to step foot in his office and even his home. You think what his mother will think about you?
Oh, it can't change anything you know. I and Nick decided to get married right after he divorced.
Whatever, if you are trying to get me angry, I will call you a loser. 'Cause I feel so happy because of you ridiculous action of you, thank for cracking me up.
You will soon got abandoned. I swear. Hey, what are you doing, sweetie?
Oh, why are you care about me?
I wonder if you sign in the divorce paper. Look, I and Nick are having a good vacation together.
So what? Why you keep bothering me by talking nonsense like that? I don't care about. You should remember.
Haha, I think that you must be so jealous when hearing this from me, right?
Please don't bother and trying to contact me ever again.
But I want to tell you the big news. I think you must hear that and try to divorce as soon as possible.
So tell me.
I and Nick have a baby. It's 1 month old. So the divorce will finally went through, right?
Oh my God, why can you take a kid to get him back? I can't understand.
It's the proof that he loves me so much and want to be in a home with me, not you, the one who can't get pregnant even married him for 5 years.
Are you sure? I took the test from the hospital, but the problem is from his side. I think the baby in your belly is not him. I will tell Nick about that.
What? How dare you? Why you can tell me like that? Shut up, Rose! Stop it!
But I don't have much free time to care about you and Nick. Just do what you want. We did decided to get divorced. But there's still some paperwork to be done before it is finalized.
Yeah, I and Nick are going to be so happy now. You have no idea. I'm sure this way is better off for you as well, wouldn't you say?
Okay, that's enough. I hope after I divorced you will never contacted and bothered me again.
I've got something to tell you. I and Nick got married. We couldn't wait a minute longer, so we just did it.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks so much for making a compromise with him. It really helps us out a lot.
A compromise? I didn't change anything. He still owes me $100,000. 50 this year and 50 next year. And it was signed.
You're kidding. So you're saying that Nick was lying to me? That's unheard of. He's always honest with me.
Nick is honest? You're so tolerant.
What are you trying to say? Of course, you want to just sour me and Peter's new relationship. But you don't have to tell lies to drag his name. Anyways, did you know that half of that money was actually mine? Anything you can do to ease the burden means I don't have to help him out as much too. It would mean the world to not only Nick but myself as well.
Huh? Sorry, but who are you? You paid half of the alimony payment that we agreed on?
Well, yes. He told me there was no way that we could get married if I didn't provide part of those payments. Didn't know that Nick was that emotional, but it's not a bad thing. It was pretty bad, he was crying like a kid. I like a man to be able to show emotions.
So he behaved like a little baby? Well, it sounds about right for him. He's always had a tantrum whenever he can't get what he wants.
You really don't get it, do you? He chose me, and I love him as well. Because of that, I have to support him in any way I can. So I have to pay your greedy self off just to get you off our case. Then I and Nick will have a happy life together as well. Now, we're actually a couple. He really does have a great sense of humor. He's like always making me laugh and laugh. It really is nice to be happy again. After all those years, he was really down when he was with you.
Oh, if you tell me that just to receive the compliment from me, I will say that I am happy for you. Finally, Peter has someone who's just as pathetically delusional as he is.
How exactly is he delusional? You mean, the way he chooses to see things in a more positive light, hardly a negative trait if I do say so. Oh, you'll find out. But anyway.
Although you guys went and got married at whatever half-rate business, it doesn't mean everything's all good and settled. Therefore, your marriage to him is not going to be legit until those papers go through.
Well, everything seemed good at the place that we went to. They told us not to worry about any of the details.
Yeah.
It sounds really reputable.
Well, we can talk about the money later. What's important now is that I'm married. I know things have been tough lately, but it really mean a lot if you were here for me. Remember when I went to your wedding?
I'd never come to your wedding even if I was paid to be there. After that money is in my account, I'm not going to be concerned with anything that you or that jerk. I'm done after that, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind.
Did you know you didn't need to wait for the divorce papers to come in?
What's the real reason you want me to come, Mina?
You are Nick's ex, so I think you are the good friend for him. I just want to invite his good friend to our wedding. And you know that I am pregnant, so it's a celebration for the baby as well.
I don't have any feelings for that jerk anymore. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that announcement. I'd prefer not to even think about it.
You don't have feelings for him anymore?
Of course.
That's perfect. That means that you can come to the celebration with no problem? You won't be jealous at all, will you? I can't believe I actually was the one to end up with Nick. To be honest, I thought you guys were gonna be together forever.
You really think he's a good guy? You have no clue, Mina. Sure, you can go ahead and throw a celebration. But you might not want to invite your little sister.
My little sister? But why?
Peter is cheating on you with your younger sister.
That's ridiculous. How do you know that? You're just making up. You're trying to split us up, right?
Oh, you wouldn't believe me? That's not surprising actually. But I honestly really was surprised to hear that you would cover divorce payments for a guy like that. Like, do you really suppose that this marriage is going to last? He's just marrying you because your sister is already taken.
Shut up! You didn't know anything. You need to stop spreading these terrible lies, especially at this time.
I do know Peter a lot more than you actually. So a word of advice, trust what I have to say about him or you will get deceived by him.
There's no way he's gonna treat me the same way that he treated you. He actually respects me and is always upfront and honest about everything. I can ask him about anything and he'll tell me with no hesitation.
I think you might be blinded by this feeling of attraction. You're not seeing the full picture.
There's no way I believe you. But supposed it was true, where did you hear that? It seems really strange for you to single out my sis like that.
Like I said, the truth will come out whether you believe me or not. When I was with Nick, I discovered him cheating not only with you, but with your sister and a lot of coworkers.
Tell me more.
Try to watch his phone and see how many girls are there in his phone. And he was actively texting them trying to set up dates, or not even hookups.
What the? There's no way. Where's the proof?
I hired a private investigator and had them follow Nick after work. After he was with you, he had a date with another girl. He would often say things like, "Work's running late today," or "You're gonna be home past midnight." I knew his company didn't have that much overtime. And my investigator brought back pictures of you, pictures of your sister, pictures of countless other girls.
What? Is that all true? Show me those pictures.
I don't have to show you anything. I will send you vow text later.
What do you mean by pay off?
Well, he wasn't married with them, so there wouldn't be alimony payments. He's been paying them as a kind of hush money. He must have been super relieved when you offered to pay part of it. That's the reason why I'm not getting the money from him yet. There must be a few women who he has to pay before me.
I can't believe a word of it. If it does turn out to be true, then Peter is just terrible.
Well, the sooner you start believing me, the better. Do you want to get married to a scumbag like that? You have to answer it by yourself. I'm done here.
Nick and Mina got into their fight that Mina miscarried right after she found that he's cheating on her. Nick even demanded that Mina get a DNA test to determine the true father of the child, but he heard that it lost. Then Nick kicked her out of the house and they didn't have any wedding. I am very happy after that with new young man and fell free now.
Hi, Mark. Is everything okay with you? Are you done with work yet? Food's almost ready if you're coming home for dinner.
Not yet. I need to take care of a few more things before I can come back. I'll be a bit later than usual. You and Maya can eat without me.
Later than usually. Again. This is the third day in a row. Anyways, I guess I'm going to sleep first. I'll leave your food in the fridge. You can heat it up later on and eat it.
Got it. I'm getting back to work then.
Before you go, I need you to ask about your day off on Thursday next week. It's been a while since we last went, so why don't we all go to the movies again? You know, as a family. Maya's also been saying that she wants to go, so it's the perfect opportunity.
What? Next week?
Yeah, didn't you mention you had off? So I thought it might be good to go then.
Yeah, I remember now. I also forgot to tell you I can't be home then. I actually have work that day too. The principal asked me if I could come in that day to prepare for new school year. So I ended up saying yes.
What? Why'd you say yes to her already? This is really something we could have talked about first. Weren't you saying for a while that you'd definitely be free that day? What happened to that?
What the hell? What choice did I have? She asked me specifically. It's not like I could just say no to her face. Don't be ridiculous.
Hey, chill out! You know, Maya was looking forward to going out with you for once. She said Daddy used to play with me at home all the time, and just today, she told me after class. Daddy used to take me to the park and the movies all the time. She's really lonely without you these days. What am I supposed to tell her?
Yeah, I get that, but I'm really busy right now. You understand that I can't just say no to the principal, right? We've been through this. And to be honest, it really doesn't help that you keep texting me this kind of stuff. If anything, it just distracts me from my work, which means I have to stay here longer.
Look, I get where you're coming from. But you've been saying that for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, and nothing has changed.
You're always saying that you're busy with work. For the whole week, you leave home early in the morning and come home late at night. Even if you're home on the weekends, all you do is mindlessly scroll through your phone, read your magazines, or watch TV. You don't play with Maya. You don't help me with the chores.
What are you trying to say?
I get that you're tired from being busy with work, but can't you at least care about Maya a little more? I have to work too, you know. It's not like I'm sitting around doing nothing all day. And I can't just keep on doing all this by myself.
Honestly, what's your problem? Are you implying you're the only one who has to work hard?
That's not what I said. Even if you're busy, it would be nice if you could spend a bit more time thinking about the family. Work has always been busy for you, but think about it, there was never anything like this. You know, come to think of it, you've been acting strange lately.
Are you stupid? Have you forgotten what my job is? I'm a teacher, which means I'm responsible for the collective future of a whole classroom of students. I'm out here raising the next generation. That's the kind of responsibility on my shoulders right now. That means I can't just start cutting corners wherever I want just because my daughter wants to drag me to the movies or whatever. And it also means that sometimes I have to drop everything I have to focus on my work. Do you understand?
And you think that's a good enough reason to go and let your daughter feel lonely without you? Look, never mind about the chores. I can take care of the apartment by myself. But Maya had only one dad, and that's you. Care about her a little more, wouldn't you? It wouldn't kill you.
Or you can try harder to do something about it. Unlike me, you don't have to stay late at work every day. What do you do anyways? Teach kids to dance. Give me a break.
Hey, watch it! And it's not like teaching dance is an easy job. You know how hard it is to get kids to do what you want, don't you? Besides, it's physically tiring when you have to repeat movements over and over again. Look, if I don't understand what it's like to be in your shoes, then I don't think it's fair for you to comment on my job either.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. Anyways, I'm busy right now. Busy enough that it'd be a good time for you to get off my case already. Don't you dare forget that I'm the one working hard to put food on the table for you and Maya.
You're really missing the point here, right? I'm just saying that it would be nice for you to just think a little bit about hanging out with Maya.
How am I missing the point? All I'm doing is saying it as it is. God, I'm really too tired to talk to you right now. I don't want to see your dumb face today. I'm staying at a hotel for the night. Don't come looking for me.
Hey, wait a second. Don't run away from this.
I'm not running away from anything all I'm doing is trying to explain the reality of the situation to you. I still have work to do, and all you're doing is getting in the way. Don't text me again. If you send me another nagging text telling me to do this or that, I'm not coming home for the next while.
After a few weeks.
Hey Lisa, can you go to the dry cleaners to pick up my coat? It's getting cold, and I want to use it over the weekend.
You're a black coat, right? Got it? Where did you want to go over the weekend? Are you taking me out anywhere special? If you didn't have any specific plans, I was thinking that new amusement park just out of town might be nice.
What are you talking about? Why would I be taking her out all I'm doing is going to work. I have to work over the weekend this week too.
What? Are you serious? I told you I can't be at home this weekend. That's why I asked you to look after Maya.
Really? Did you say something like that? Okay. Well, I can't do that on ways.
No way. I even reminded you a few times.
What am I supposed to do about it? I don't have time to take care of Maya. I have work at school.
That doesn't mean you can just go and do things like this. What are we supposed to do about Maya? She's still in elementary school. Are we supposed to just leave her at home on her own? Can you not do something about it? Like reschedule or something? It's weekend?
Stop bothering me. I hope you realize I don't want to do this either. But the school asked me to stay. So what the hell do you want me to do about it? Besides, do you really think I can just walk up to my supervisor and tell her that I don't want to work? Just because I have to look after my kid?
But why can't you tell them that you had a family emergency or something? There are so many better ways you could put it if you actually tried. It's not like they'll say no. There's your child being left all alone for a whole day. and I really have to go out on that day.
You can ask Anna to take care of her. She lives close by, so you can just drop her off there and she'll take care of things.
Because you are a father, Mark. You seriously think we should ask your sister again? Do you realize how many times you've had to ask her for this? She and her husband have to work too. It's not like they're any less busy than we are. Not to mention, did you forget the fact that they just gave birth to a child of their own? They're busy. You still want us to keep depending on them because you can't look after your own child for a single day? This is exactly why I asked you in advance if you could look after her.
Why do you care? Besides, she doesn't think about that kind of stuff. Also, she likes Maya, and she'll take care of her properly. I fail to see how there's anything wrong with this arrangement.
Yeah, you could have said that if they actually had the free time to look after another child. But just look at the situation they're in. How much worse do you want to make it for them? What's worse is that they have their own plans, so we can't suddenly step in and ask them to drop everything for Maya.
What? So my plans don't matter? Is that what you're saying? I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself, but it's not like I want to keep on staying long at work like this. And just so you know, I do actually want to spend time with Maya.
If you really think that, then why can't you discuss that with your supervisors? Even before that, I asked you for this a while ago. You're the one that went and decided to take home more work after the fact. Besides, I really don't understand why you can't tell them you have an emergency. What if Mia got sick? Or got seriously hurt? Would they still keep you then? I also don't understand what there is to do at a school on the weekend. That's not so urgent.
I don't want to keep repeating myself. What you have to realize is that I can't just tell them that I have to look after my child. That excuse is not good. If so, I wouldn't be here working so hard forever. In any case, I'm not skipping out on work. Once you stop being stupid, you can handle Maya by yourself.
Stupid. I'm trying to raise a genuine concern here. If you hate it so much, why don't you try harder to fight it? Instead, all you ever do is take it out on me. What's going on here?
You just don't have any clue, do you? I don't want to talk to you anymore about this.
Whatever. Fine. I give up. I'm going to look for someone to look after Maya while I'm gone.
Yeah, do that anyways. Don't depend on me for this kind of stuff from now on.
At that weekend. Maya's sweetie mommy, sorry for making you wait at home all on your own. I'll come back as soon as I can, okay? Are you still playing with Jenny at the park?
I'll be fine, Mom.
It's about time for you to have lunch.
I'm on the way home so that I can have lunch. Jenny's mommy said that she would drive me back.
Wow, that's real nice of her. Take care getting back now. Also, don't forget to say thank you to Jenny's mommy. There's a sandwich and some vegetables for you in the fridge. So all you have to do is put it in the microwave before eating it? You remember how to use the microwave, right?
Don't be silly, Mommy. I'm already 10 years old. I know how to use a microwave.
Wow, that's great, sweetie. You're so smart. Let me know when you get home.
I've got home.
Good, sweetie? Do you have your key for the apartment?
Yeah, I put it in my bag to keep it safe.
Okay. Remember to lock the door once you go inside. Then make sure to wash your hands before you eat. Got it? And don't forget to brush your teeth after you finish eating. Got it, Maya. Are you inside yet, Mommy?
Someone's inside our house.
Someone? What do you mean by that? Is Daddy home from work already?
I don't know. When I opened the door, I saw someone's pair of shoes on the ground. These shoes that I've never seen before.
What? Maya, hold on. You can't go inside, okay? Is Jenny's mom still there? Did she go back already?
No, she took me all the way to the front door.
Okay, good. Just wait there for a sec. You can go to Jenny's house and play with her for a bit, okay?
Okay, I will, Mommy. But who is inside the house, Mommy?
Don't worry about it, honey. It's just a visitor, I think. Just wait at Jenny's place while I deal with them, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Come pick me up soon, Mommy.
Of course, sweetie. Mommy loves you.
I love you, too.
Right after that. Can you pick up the phone, Mark?
Hey, what the hell is your problem? I'm at work right now. Stop trying to bother me. I told you yesterday, didn't I? I have to work this weekend.
There you are. If you were really at work, then maybe I would have apologized. But do you not get that? I'm calling you right now because there's something we need to talk about.
What? What do you want? And what do you mean by, if? Are you doubting that I'm at work? Or did you just contact me to send me some stupid joke like this?
I don't know if you would call it a joke. But tell me, since when did you start working from home? Also, tell me who the woman next to you is.
What? What? Like I said, what are you talking about? This is a sick joke, you know.
As I said, it's not really a joke. I'm asking you a question to which I'd appreciate an answer.
Then what do you mean by the woman next to me?
What do you mean by working from home? I'm at the school right now.
Did the school suddenly move into our apartment building? I got a text message from Maya a hot minute ago. What do you think she said?
What? I don't know.
Come on, where's the fun in that? Take a guess.
Like I said, I don't know. You're wasting my valuable time. I have better things to do right now than play your stupid games.
She said, someone's inside the house.
Why would she say that? She's not home right now. Didn't you say you were going to find someone to look after her today?
And surprise, I couldn't find anyone on such short notice. And guess what? That's why I asked one of her friend's moms to look after her in the morning. But once she got sent home, she found that someone else was there before her. And then she told me.
I don't understand what you're talking about. When was Mia in the apartment?
Don't worry. I didn't let her all the way in. I couldn't let her see what you were up to after all. I asked that friend's mom to take her to their home for the time being. Just look at you, causing trouble for everyone, everywhere you go. You must be awfully proud of yourself.
That has nothing to do with a woman by my side, right? All she said is that someone was at home.
Well, there is one, isn't there? In the living room, right next to you at this very moment. She's sitting on the sofa with you, isn't she? Do you like her long hair, her smooth, flawless skin? Oh, gosh, is that the principal that you mentioned that she asked you to work over the weekends? Say, why don't you two put on some clothes already? It's awfully cold today.
What are you saying?
Sorry. Turns out I can see everything if you can believe it. There's not a single excuse or a turn of phrase that'll save your sorry ass at this point.
What do you mean? You can see everything.
You didn't notice. You know the camera in the living room.
The camera? When did you put a camera up and why?
Last night. In fact, because you decided to refuse his use to help me at the last minute, I can't find anyone to take care of Maya. I realized she'd be all on her own for a prolonged period of time. Now my first thought was, what a poor excuse for a father you are, breaking every single promise you ever made to me or Maya in the past few months. But then I thought about Maya. I know difficult for you to understand since I wanted to be able to watch over her throughout the day. I decided it would be the responsible thing to do to set up a nanny cam just in case anything went wrong.
You're kidding, right? Why would you do something like that?
Just imagine the camera I set out to protect my daughter. Turns out, it ends up catching my husband in the act of cheating. Well, I certainly didn't expect that to happen. So, this is the kind of work you've been staying late for all the time with that principal, huh?
It's really not what it looks like.
Well, unfortunately for you, I've been watching the stream from the camera ever since Maya told me that someone else was home. I can't take it anymore. I'll bring the divorce papers when I get home.
Wait, divorce? Are you being serious right now? Are you going to turn Mia into a kid without a dad?
I think it's important enough for me to decide by myself, and for that matter. I don't think the opinion of someone who left the family behind to play with women is really worth listening to hear. Goodbye, Mark. After that, Mark was extremely sorry for having an affair with the principal, promised to change, and hoped Lisa would forgive him. Lisa filed for divorce from Mark on the grounds that Mark had an affair and left his family uncared for. A few weeks later in court, amid Mark's objections, Lisa and Mark were declared divorced. Lisa has won custody of her child, and the house belongs to Lisa for her and her daughter to live in. Mark had to move out of the house and spend money every month to take care of Maya until she turned 18 years old.
Congratulations on getting married! I can't believe you got married early!
What are you saying, Jamie? I am certain that you will also be getting married soon. You mentioned you were dating the man involved in finance, the stock market man.
Oh, him. He completely deceived me. The investment broker. He wasn't even working in the financial field.
Are you serious?
Yes. I managed to get rid of him immediately. I can't believe he took advantage of me like that. I'm too old to waste time on guys like him.
Yeah, you have a point. He lied to you, which says a lot about him. He's not husband material.
You married an average man with a regular job. Your wedding was just normal. I should follow your lead, Elisa, and stop aiming for the impossible. But your husband is really attractive.
He's so tall. Moreover, he cleans up nicely.
You're lucky to have him. If it weren't for you, I'd be all over him. Honestly, he's my type. It could have been love at first sight for me.
But I just got married and don't want to cause any drama with my best friend.
I'm not serious. He's your husband and I would never do anything. I'm not that desperate. You're newly married and he only has eyes for you.
But sometimes I wonder if that's really true. Sorry, I'm just being paranoid.
Don't tell me you're already doubting your marriage.
No. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Thank you for being here on our special day, Jamie. It means a lot to us.
Promise you'll come to my wedding too.
Of course, I can't miss it for anything.
I know you're busy. Let's talk soon. Excited to see your new home too.
Thanks. We'll contact you after things settle down.
All right. Take care.
Hi, Elisa. Guess what? I inherited something.
What do you mean? What happened? What are you referring to? Who would have left you an inheritance?
You know my parents are divorced and my mom had me in her care. I never met my dad as a child and didn't know his whereabouts. However, it turns out my grandfather was very rich. Although we weren't close, he still left me something for some unknown reason.
Huh? An inheritance. Let me get this straight. Inheritances are complex and not simply about receiving money.
What are you worried about? We get $5 million.
What? $5 million?
Yeah, I almost had a heart attack. And we also get a huge house with it.
A huge house? Where is it?
They mentioned an island or something. It turns out he possessed a private island. Isn't that insane?
And you're getting all of that? What about your other family members? Will they have any comments?
It seems that nobody was interested in owning an unfamiliar island. They also didn't want to deal with the complications of handling an inheritance, so they all rejected it.
So they all said no? What happened to your father?
My dad unfortunately passed away 6 years ago.
How is it possible that we were unaware of this?
I haven't had any communication or interaction with him since my parents' divorce. He didn't hold a significant role in my life. So I am just as surprised as you are about everything. I feel incredibly fortunate to receive a $5 million inheritance simply because we are family. Can you imagine?
I know you also inherited a significant amount, but I believe it's important for us to thoroughly research and carefully consider our options. It's strange that no one else seems interested. Don't you agree?
What should we be cautious of? If we take our time, there is a greater likelihood that the responsibility will be transferred to another family member. As a result, we will end up with nothing. Is that something you desire?
I believe it's not about who reaches the end first.
That's not to mention, with $5 million, we have the freedom to do whatever we desire. I've made up my mind. You even mentioned wanting a house. We didn't have to use our own funds, and now we possess an incredibly luxurious home.
A home situated on an island. We both hold employment and duties in this location. I am uncertain of the exact location of this island. However, it is highly unlikely that we can travel back and forth.
We will receive $5 million, darling. I believe we can retire for good now. I've already informed my employer that I will be resigning next month.
What? Did you not consider talking to me about this?
I am receiving $5 million, so it should not be an issue. This is more than I will ever earn at this job. You don't have to worry. I will make sure you are taken care of.
We do not have any information about the inheritance. We also have no clue about what this island entails. I believe you acted too quickly in making such an important decision.
I am confused as to why you are making this situation so challenging. It is frustrating that you never back me up in my choices.
What do you mean? I always stand by you. My point is, we should be thorough and double-check everything to ensure we are fully prepared.
You're always excessively cautious, even when it comes to our wedding. Occasionally, you just have to take a risk and dive in. Elisa, Life is about seizing opportunities.
I think we should discuss this further once you return home.
I will come home late today. Is that acceptable?
What time is it?
I am currently in a meeting with the lawyers to go over the procedure and begin filling out the necessary documents.
What do you mean by starting the paperwork? Let's talk about this before you begin to sign anything.
Everything is fine, my dear.
I want you to listen to me carefully.
This is my rightful legacy, as you are aware. Therefore, it is ultimately my choice.
However, since we are together, your actions also have an impact on me.
Don't worry, my dear. Everything is going according to plan. I will return home once I finish my tasks, but it may take some time.
Is this all just a cruel joke?
What makes it challenging for you to be supportive of your husband? Would you rather end our relationship and go our separate paths?
Hold on. Why would you even suggest that?
Whatever you want to do, I don't mind. I am confident that I will become wealthy and attract many women.
Are you serious? Is that how you see me?
What I'm saying is, all you have to do is support my choice. It's that easy. If you do that, you can also become a millionaire in no time. Just be patient and don't worry. I'll come home once I finish here.
Hold on. We need to discuss this, Russell.
Hello, Elisa. It's been some time. How are you doing? I was talking to Russell, and he filled me in on everything. I heard that you inherited $5 million. I didn't know that Russell came from a wealthy background.
Hey, Jamie. I had no clue that you and Russell were communicating with each other.
Yes, we actually crossed paths at a business meeting. He was the top salesperson for one of our company's vendors.
Well, I had no idea.
He received an inheritance of $5 million, so I assume he no longer needs to work. I also heard that it included a house too, and the property is located on a private island. It's amazing how fortunate you are. I've always dreamed of waking up and seeing the stunning ocean as the first thing.
I don't know any specifics about it, though. Russell made the decision without consulting me.
You seem concerned. There's no need to stress over it. It's $5 million and a house.
That's not the issue.
I don't understand why you're so concerned. I would be thrilled if my partner received an inheritance like Russell did. I completely support his choice.
He's also resigning from his job.
I believe living on the island is in my future. I think I will have to resign from my job.
What are you saying? Why would you also have to leave your job?
Because I will be living in that house with him.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, since you don't support his choice, I think someone like me, who fully supports him and his decisions, would make a better wife for him. Don't you agree?
Wait, are you saying that you want to marry my husband? What are you talking about?
I suppose there's no point in hiding it anymore since I've already mentioned it. Maybe if I tell you the whole story, we can move things forward. So, Russell and I, well, we've been seeing each other.
What do you mean, seeing each other? At work?
We ran into each other at work and exchanged contact information. He asked me out for dinner a few days later. Remember when I told you he was exactly my type and I would have gotten together with him without hesitation? I began considering the possibility of convincing him to leave you and marry me instead, which would resolve the situation. Why should I bother searching elsewhere when the man I've been dreaming of is right in front of me? We went on several dates and our relationship became serious. I mean, we made it official.
It's now official, huh? Are you serious? Since when?
Our anniversary falls on my birthday. Therefore, around 9 months, I suppose.
What? You've been in a relationship for 9 months?
I can't believe you didn't even realize.
Why would I ever consider you as my friend and place my trust in you? So why would the thought even enter my mind?
Anyway, that's the truth now. The secret is out. Will you end things with him on my behalf? I am the only one who truly understands and connects with him.
I can't believe this.
Do you require evidence? Because I have plenty of it if you doubt me. I have pictures that I can share with you. Not only that, but also screenshots of our text conversations. Anything you need, I have it. Perhaps witnessing all of this will assist you in finding the correct path.
Jamie, didn't you promise me that you would never become involved with a married man? that you were not that desperate.
Technically, he was the one who asked me out to dinner first, not the other way around.
I can't believe him.
I considered the option of keeping it very informal, but when he mentioned inheriting 5 million, it was a complete game changer, and all I wanted was to make him mine. Then I would become the wife of a millionaire, living in a luxurious house on an island.
Now everything is clear to me. Russell was very relaxed when he told me to leave if I couldn't agree with his decision. It was quite surprising to me at the moment, but now I understand why.
It wasn't about me, it was because you didn't support him.
Actually, it did involve me because he already had you. To him, it was as simple as replacing batteries or something similar.
Fine, you win. Moving on, do we have an agreement now? Will you be leaving him?
All right, I definitely have no intention of staying with someone who cheats. I'm leaving, so you two can do whatever you want.
Well, that was surprisingly simple. Thank you. I suppose I should start preparing to move in with him.
It's clear that our friendship is over as well.
I believe it would be the best way for everyone. Once you witness how we're thriving, you might regret losing him, and I can't allow that. It would be best for you to stay away from us now.
This situation is ridiculous, and you both should be ashamed. Goodbye.
Hi, Lisa! Our paperwork is all submitted, and we are now legally married. Your husband is now my husband, officially.
Well, he is not solely mine.
Oh my goodness. I apologize for forgetting. He is now your ex, and it's still a recent change, which is why I keep referring to him as your husband. I should have realized that I should be calling him your ex instead. It's obvious that you're not married anymore. You're single now. I keep assuming that you two are still married.
In reality, you're completely misunderstanding the situation.
I don't understand. You were married and then divorced. So he's your ex, right? You handled it all so well. I'm surprised you let him go so easily.
Actually, that's not what I meant. I was never married. Let me clarify. Russell and I were never married, so there was no divorce.
You're not making sense. What are you referring to? It's obvious that you got married. I was present at the wedding and even served as your maid of honor.
However, we didn't officially sign the documents on that day. Russell made a mistake with the paperwork and never got around to submitting them later. The point is that our marriage was never legally recognized. Therefore, we were never truly married and never considered husband and wife.
You never managed to officially turn in your paperwork. How foolish can someone be? Well, I suppose it's fortunate because this will be their first marriage instead of a second.
Yes, you're correct. It's also beneficial for me since I won't technically be a divorced person. All thanks to my intuition and persistence in postponing the date.
I'm not sure what exactly happened, but you continued to postpone the date, huh?
That's right. I had a feeling he was being unfaithful to me and...
Hold on, did you know he was cheating? Russell and I didn't start dating until 3 months after your wedding.
Unfortunately, it wasn't with you, but with someone else.
What? He was unfaithful to you with another woman?
The saying, once a cheater, always a cheater, seems to hold true. I discovered that he had been cheating on me with several women after we got engaged. He even had the audacity to invite one of them to our wedding. Can you believe that?
Are you serious?
I found out about his cheating right before the wedding, and I was really thinking of calling the whole thing off. He pleaded for my forgiveness several times, and foolishly, I gave in, and we proceeded. I fell for his promise that he would never repeat his mistake. I don't understand why I was so gullible. However, even after that, he continued to cheat on me with you. It seems that some people truly cannot change.
That is the reason why you postponed submitting the official documents?
I simply wanted to ensure that I was making the correct choice, even though I knew deep down that I was right. It seems like I tend to overthink and am overly cautious at times. I know it's not good, but I couldn't stop doubting myself even after saying I'd forgive him. But I guess you could say it turned out to be a good thing. Congrats on being his first wife.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. He begged for your forgiveness, yet he cheated again.
Yeah, so there's no guarantee he won't cheat again.
There is no possibility that he would ever be unfaithful to me. He cheated because of you. He no longer has a motive to cheat because he has me. Clearly, he has no reason to seek companionship elsewhere. Once we move into the large house on the island, it will just be the two of us. There will be no opportunity for him to meet another woman.
Regarding the house, I heard it might be demolished next year.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Why would they destroy it?
Were you not informed about the details of the inheritance?
It includes $5 million in cash, the private island, and the house on it. His grandfather was very wealthy, and he passed it all down to Russell, correct?
No, you're mistaken. His grandfather wasn't wealthy.
What? I don't understand what you're saying.
He only won the lottery once.
He won the lottery! That's incredible!
Yes, and he used the money to build the house on the island.
What's the issue? Wealth is wealth.
The issue is that there isn't actually $5 million.
What do you mean there isn't $5 million?
It seems that his grandfather's main motive was to impress others, as he simply wrote $5 million in the will. However, the truth is that every year he was wasting tens of thousands of dollars due to taxes and upkeep costs for the house. As a result, there is now only around 50 left in the account.
Are you joking? He stated that it amounted to $5 million.
I was told that his grandfather received a sum of $5 million. Then he used the money to purchase an island, construct a house, and cover expenses like taxes and upkeep. Therefore, there is only 50 remaining. His grandfather was unable to let go of his pride. Hence, he left $5 million in his will. Isn't that hilarious?
Hilarious? Are you kidding me? And Russell knew about this?
Well, yeah. He'd have to know everything, wouldn't he? It is the responsibility of the lawyers to fully inform him before making any official decisions. However, Russell has a tendency to act impulsively and ignore advice. Despite my repeated warnings, he never took heed. It seems he believed that receiving 50 in the house was better than receiving nothing at all.
But how can we survive with only 50? It is not enough. We both left our jobs because of this situation.
Interestingly, his other relatives did not seem bothered by the inheritance. They were aware of what was truly at stake if they accepted it. They all rejected it immediately without hesitation.
There is no inheritance. There is nothing of value. What does this mean for the house being destroyed in the upcoming year?
It was revealed that Russell's grandfather did not personally possess the island.
Excuse me, can you clarify what you're saying? I don't understand.
Islands can be quite costly, with a value of over $5 million. He entered into a joint ownership agreement for the island with another person. As a result, the island itself is not included in the inheritance since the other owner is still alive. Therefore, the other owner has the right to claim everything and intends to use the land for a different purpose. This is why Russell must tear down the house. Do you understand now?
Is this even legal?
I am not aware. You can discuss it with the lawyers if you wish. It is not my concern, so I'm not particularly interested.
But if he destroys the house, what will happen to us? What do you mean Russell has to destroy it? I heard it was supposed to be a large structure. That will definitely exceed 50 in expenses.
Well, it is located on an isolated island after all. Just bringing the equipment will be expensive, possibly double or 3 times the usual cost.
This can't be considered an inheritance. It's not even close.
That's why I wanted to confirm the specifics. However, he made the decision to proceed with it without any hesitation. He didn't even consider it and simply followed through. As for me, I was aware of the cheating before the wedding. And then there was the cheating with you after. Not being included in such a major decision shattered my trust in him. Hence, when you requested me to leave, I complied without any resistance.
I'm confused why Russell chose not to inform me about anything. He withheld all the specifics of the inheritance, only mentioning that he received a large house and $5 million. Why would he keep this information from me if he was already aware of it?
Clearly, he knew that you would not continue to stay with him if he disclosed it to you.
Yeah, well, that's stating the obvious. Of course I wouldn't stay.
Well, It's obvious that you wouldn't stay. After all, who would willingly take on an inheritance and a large amount of debt? So he didn't inform you.
What kind of debt are you talking about?
I believe he was looking for someone to assist him in paying off his debts, since his inheritance alone wouldn't be enough. I believe that's the reason why he rushed into marrying you. Just a reminder, we never had a formal marriage. Therefore, there was no legal binding between us. That's why it was effortless for me to walk away from him.
I understand, but how does that relate to the debt you're mentioning? What debt are you referring to? He has never mentioned anything about owing money. He shouldn't have any debts. Destroying the house will completely drain our resources.
As I mentioned before, he pleaded for my pardon when he initially betrayed me. In order to persuade me, he even went as far as signing a written agreement. The contract stipulated that if he were to cheat on me again, he would owe me a sum of $2 million.
What? $2 million?
However, it was merely a letter and did not hold any legal binding. Therefore, I sought assistance from my lawyer friend. She reviewed it and we found a witness to make it an official document. I believe he simply wanted me to reconcile with him and didn't take the agreement seriously. Similarly, he didn't give it any consideration and simply signed it. But when I reminded him of our agreement, he had completely forgotten about it. Can you imagine?
This means he is obligated to begin making payments to you?
Yes, I am also aware that he has no savings. So he will most likely have to borrow the money from someone else. And since you are his spouse, I'm not aware of the specifics because, as mentioned, I have never been married to him. I believe you may also be responsible for that. Do you happen to have $1 million readily available?
Are you serious? Absolutely not. And even if I did, this situation does not involve me.
I am not a legal expert, but I suspect my lawyer will be reaching out to you regarding this matter soon. I would be grateful if you could keep an eye out for any communication from my lawyer. Despite understanding that you will likely be occupied with getting the island back to its former state, good thing that you and your partner have resigned from your jobs, giving you the opportunity to handle everything.
Hold on, Elisa. Hold on. I no longer desire Russell. You can take him back.
No, thank you. I have no interest in a man who is already married.
I will file for divorce from him immediately.
I appreciate your offer, Jamie, but this situation turned out to be a blessing in disguise. It gave me the opportunity to reflect on what I truly want, and he is not a part of that. So, thank you for helping me come to this realization.
Please don't thank me. I just want you to remove him from my life. I no longer want him. He is a deceitful and worthless person. As I have mentioned before, I have a strong aversion towards liars.
It was ultimately your decision to be with him, and you should have recognized his dishonesty during the 9 months he was cheating on me with you.
Elisa, I'm in desperate need of your assistance to get out of this difficult situation.
Unfortunately, it seems unlikely that you will be able to help me. You and him are a perfect match.
He is poor. The house I believed he owned is being torn down, and he doesn't even have an island to his name. He has a history of cheating and willingly signed an agreement stating he would pay you $2 million if he cheated on you without hesitation. Why would I want to stay with someone as foolish as him?
You should definitely make sure he understands the importance of not signing legal documents without careful consideration and thorough research.
Please, Elisa, I beg you to help me. I was supposed to be married to a wealthy millionaire, not a poor, pathetic man like him.
Russell came to the realization that he had made a mistake by not considering the consequences of his inheritance. As a result, he left Jamie with the responsibility of sorting things out. It was not surprising that he had already spent the entire $50,000 he had inherited. Jamie became upset and gave him a choice, either find a job or she would leave. I recently heard a rumor that they are struggling financially. However, they deserve credit for handling the demolition and gradually paying off their debt to me.